activate the beta, the key, but you won't be able to use it until EU beta goes live. So, all right, guys, I am probably going to only play for another 20 minutes or so. So if you have any suggestions on things to change in this deck, let me know. Type it in chat.
Jaina versus Rexar.
If you register an American account, you can play. Yeah, I think that's right. All right, we definitely don't need Flame Strike. I think too early for Blizzard since we have the Kona Cold. I'm also gonna drop the Fireball. So this is not terrible. Again, we just don't have much 1 and 2 drops, so we tend to get a little behind. I'm really starting to think that dropping, you know, more of our 4, 5, 6 drop taunts for 2 or 3 drop taunts is the better way to go. We need to smooth our mana curve out. This is gonna hurt because we're gonna hit for 6 before the game even starts. In fact, because of that, I'm gonna go ahead and coin into the Iron Fur. Yeah, you although if you register an American account, then you can play against me. Hey, good evening, Aquaman. Hopefully the EU beta is gonna open this week. We'll see. So unfortunately, there's really nothing we can do here. We could Kona Cold, but I'd rather save that for a more impactful moment. Now, this Iron Fur Grizzly is a beast, so hopefully he doesn't give him some crazy beast buff. So we're playing a beast deck. Always annoying. Wow. Yeah. Alright, so we could Kona Cold and Shield Bearer, which I think is the play. There's a lot of people speculating the beta. I'll tell you this, with the holiday, with the Labor Day holiday coming up in the US next Monday, if beta does not come out early next week, I would expect it to not come out for probably 2 weeks. It may come out immediately the week after, but my guess is it won't. No, EU beta, not open beta. Or never mind, somebody else. Open beta, I think, my guess is probably 4 to 6 weeks. So he's playing a beast deck with a lot of taunt. Pretty interesting. So we're actually, even though we're down 21 health already, we're not in terrible shape. He's only got 2 cards in his hand and 1 minion on the field. And we're getting ready to go into our heavier taunt minion, so...
Don't mess with Tusker.
Alright. So let's see. The Hunter Traps. It could be Snipe. Snipe is probably the most likely, in which case I'm going to go ahead and play Sunwalker, because if he snipes it, all it'll do is pop his shield. Nope, it's not Snipe. Now, the one disadvantage to having all taunt minions, and not that I think we should change it because that's the whole point of this deck, is you could, when you have all taunt minions, they get to choose who to attack. So having some non-taunt minions is not a bad idea. I don't know that they'll make EU beta the same time as the second large wave of invites, simply because that's a lot to manage at one time from Blizzard's perspective, honestly. So we pretty much have cleared the field. And we have 5 cards, and he's gonna have 1. So yeah. Fortunately, we can't play 2 taunters this turn. Let's go ahead and get the biggest taunter out that we can. Now we do have to be careful, obviously, about misdirect. So we'll probably hold off on attacking. In fact, if he doesn't play a big minion, well, that's okay. Gladiator's Longbow is a really good weapon. For 7 mana, it gives you a 5/2 weapon, and you're immune, which is really nice. But he's still going to have to get through our Layers O Taunt. So I think the next play, we'll see if he drops a minion or not, but I might just Pyroblast him. Because I'm not going to attack into that Misdirect or Snake Trap, or, yeah, Misdirect or whatever else it could be. I'm thinking it's Misdirect. I can't remember the other ones. Was it Freezing Trap? Is Freezing Trap when you attack, or is it just when it's played? Oh, Core Hound. So, now I'm glad we have Polymorph in our deck. Alright, so this is good. We'll polymorph the Core Hound. And then we will Fireball him. And then we'll attack his minion. And we'll kill off his beast. So, the funny thing about Polymorph is that sheep counts as a beast. So, he could actually use his beast cards on the sheep, which would be really annoying. So, yeah, I think we're in a good spot here. Drawing an Arcane Intellect would be nice. Or Nat Pagal. So he's gonna get to draw a card from the sheep dying. Pretty funny. Or not draw a card, this guy's gonna get bigger from the sheep dying. So he could go, he's probably gonna go ahead and trade here. Our only other, well, let's think about this. If we put Ironfur Grizzly down and ping the beast,
What to do?
I kind of like this play. So it's kind of mana inefficient, but now we're forcing him where he has to do a 1-for-1 trade. Yeah, I could have thrown this engine at the hyena. Not necessarily a bad idea. But we still have Flame Strike in our back pocket, so. Problem is we're getting pinged for 2 damage every turn, so we're going to have to start hitting him here pretty soon. I think we may, we'll probably Pyroblast this next turn. Nope, alright. So we could Flame Strike and clear the board. Alright, so I'm going to Flame Strike. I'm going to drop the Shield Bearer to give Misdirect another target. And then we're going to go ahead and pop this trap. If it is Misdirect, then hopefully it doesn't hit us. Explosive Trap. Well, that kind of sucked. But at least now we can start putting damage into him. We can Pyroblast him next turn. Yeah, it's a good point, Titan, that the Ironfur is a beast. Pyroblast or Arcane Intellect? I think Pyroblast. We just gotta put as much damage in as we can. So we'll do 4 damage. Well, it depends if he gets our. He'll probably trade with our Ironfur. But let's see what he get up. All right, so he's getting some taunt out. I don't know what he thinks he can't attack us. There we go. He can steady shot. Obviously, we draw a fireball. That's perfect. Yeah. We did not get, so we're going to Arcane Intellect, and hopefully we'll get a Fireball. A Cone of Cold's not terrible. Alright, so... we can actually... Alright. So we can Cone of Cold the Starving Buzzard, which then lets us trade. And then we can go ahead and get... do we Nat Pagel? Or do we Tauren Warrior? I kind of like Tauren Warrior. Nat? Yeah, Nat might have been a decent idea. Well, with him frozen, actually, Nat was probably a good idea. Yeah. I forgot about the freeze, honestly. But, that's GG. That's game. This is the reason... so this is why I dropped the Warrior. Is I was hoping that he wouldn't be able to clear him. Because now I can ping him. He turns into a 5-2, and we can end the game. So, that was a good game. So yeah, I do think we need to smooth out the mana curve a little. So what I would do, because we have, look at this. We have 2, 3, 4, 6, 7 taunt minions that are 5 or 6 cost. So I think we drop the bodyguard and we pick up maybe another Tauren Warrior. And I'm tempted to drop the Lord of the Arena as well. Here, let's try this and pick up a either a Goldshire Footman or a Frostwolf Grunt. Well, yeah, we really do need some 2-drops. I think Frostwolf Grunt is the way to go. So this moves our mana curve out a little bit. It's still pretty bad in the 3-drop range. Alright, so let's give this a try. Alright, it's probably 2 more games, guys, and that's going to be the night.